This project enables you to build your own apps without coding a single line, and you can not only publish it on all kinds of platforms, but you can also sell it. Surely this project is worth multiple hundreds of millions at the very least, you're saying? Well, nope, it's still under 80 million in market cap, and I am talking about Alchemist AI. Did I say under 80 million? Well, that recording was 3 days ago, and now the market cap is sitting at 150 million. So while some of the numbers in this video are outdated, it still proves a point. This project is a gem, and I'm going to explain why this project is going much, much higher. Welcome to our altcoin spotlight, where I introduce you to my favorite microcap altcoins. And if you've missed any of our previous videos, please make sure to check this playlist up here above in the corner. But of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so I can continue to bring you new opportunities as well. And this week we are staying in the AI agent narrative, and chances are high you will see a lot more about this topic in the near future, because the whole narrative is shaping up to be the hottest one in this space right now. But the bigger it gets, the more you need to be able to cut through the noise, and that's where I come into play to help you. So hit that subscribe button and let's go. What is Alchemist AI? In short, Alchemist AI is a platform that allows users to create apps through prompts. It integrates various AI agents to handle tasks from code generation to deployment, making app creation accessible to those who don't have a coding background. But how about I show you how this actually works? Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you how to create your own application with Alchemist AI. For that, we're going to head over to their website, alchemistai.app. And what you can see here, apart from the 8-bit wonderful background, is something that you can imagine like your Windows or Mac OS desktop. You have here a bunch of symbols or executables. You shouldn't see as many as on my screen. All you should see is the trash bin, the link to the documentation, the link to the X page, the link to Deck Screener, and a link to a feedback form. Everything else should be applications that I downloaded or created myself. Now, if you want to download applications, we head over to the marketplace. It will try to connect to your wallet, but you can also just cancel it. It would still display if you're just skimming through and exploring. And then it will show you a bunch of applications that users created and provided and uploaded to the marketplace. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. For instance, the Live Chat Pro. If we open this, we can see we can just download it, and then it will pop up on our screen, and we can also tip the creator if we think that's useful. Or we can open another application, and this one, for instance, Crypto 4-Hour Overview, and this is a paid application, so we can pay the creator 50 ALCH tokens and download it to our Alchemist AI desktop. But now we want to create our own application, and for that we need to head over to the laboratory. Now, I already prepared a prompt. What we want to create is a crypto portfolio management app, and this is our prompt window, so we're going to put it in here. And if you don't know how to prompt, what you can do is download the Wizard Academy from the marketplace. This is created by Cyberbush 3, and here you can learn the ins and outs of how to prompt the best way possible within Alchemist AI. It's a bit different than ChatGPT, for example, but I prepared it already. And in a nutshell, you need to be very clear with the purpose of the application. So create a crypto portfolio management app, and then all the elements that you want to display at first. You have a limited amount of characters, so you have to be careful, but we want to display a table with our submitted tokens. We want input fields, of course, and a pie chart visualizing the token distribution. Now, I tried this a couple of times to do my crypto portfolio app again, so I'm not gonna generate a new application, but show you what I produced already. So let's head over to the Crypto Vault. We close this. So after I submitted that prompt, you create this application. It takes about 2 minutes, and it shows you this. And it was not as perfect when you first create it, of course. you need to probably polish it a bit and update a bit, and you probably forgot a few things. And you can do that through this question mark. It opens this prompt window and you can tell it to keep existing stuff or add new buttons, etc. For instance, I added these percentage fields later on. Not everything's working, so pulling the price is still not working. But all in all, it's fantastic. You know, I can delete a position, like my XRP position, happily delete that. And it updates this circle, very nicely animated. And we can also buy or sell stuff. So if we buy more BTC, buy one more BTC for 100,000 euros, boom, it updates it. The circle gets bigger. We can also sell one BTC for 200,000. Boom, updates it again. So you can see in just a matter of 2 minutes, you produce an application that would take you coding-wise hours or maybe even days. So go ahead and try it yourself. This tool is absolutely amazing, considering it is still very young and just a month old. And that was all in just a few minutes. Isn't that mind-blowing how far we have come in 2 years of AI? Generally, no-code development is a huge topic and it's picking up in rapid pace. It started with GitHub Copilot and Replit, etc., where you still needed some coding experience to a degree. Now there are new applications where you don't need that at all, and Alchemist AI is Web3's new toy. But something a friend told me about the other day was a startup called Lovable AI, or a product called Lovable AI, which is similar in a way and making huge waves in the Web2 space. But now let's dive a bit deeper and take a look at Alchemist AI and its pros. Right now, ALCH is sitting somewhere around 65 to 80 million in market cap, and the token is only a month old. At the beginning, it went through quite some hype and reached an all-time high of around 16 cent at a 140-ish market cap before cooling off way too much in my opinion. And now it's still laying low, and I think it's quite undervalued, but I'll explain later why. It's so easy to get started with Alchemist AI, as you just saw. You don't even need to sign up or anything as of now. You can just go to the website Alchemist AI and try it out. And people are trying it out. Apparently over 8,000 apps were created in the first 3 weeks. Now imagine they can convert a small portion of that into revenue to fuel their development even more or boost marketing efforts, etc. Just as a comparison, Lovable, the Web2 cousin of Alchemist AI, made 4 million in annual recurring revenue in just 4 weeks. So we see here a crazy amount of traction for these kind of platforms. Plus, it has a huge viral effect. When people build apps without code, it makes people go, wow, I want to try that myself. And it kind of reminds me of something similar from the past. Some of you who had the privilege to live in metropolitan cities might remember quick commerce apps in the likes of Gorillas, Getir, Flink, etc., which promised grocery deliveries in under 10 minutes.
From app to door in minutes. Get it. You've got it.
I was like,
there is just no way.
And you go ahead and try it, and it actually works. And I feel the same viral effect applies here. So what have people created so far? Suck at creating prompts? NoirGG created a prompt generator for you. You want to learn the basics of Alchemist AI? Cyberbush3 created a Wizard Academy for you. Want to build some games? No problem, as Vitally shows you here. Or another example, Mango's Christmas Village Manager. Want to build your own music player? Easy, also made by Cyberbush3. You can also build token analyzers like Jeff the Chef did. Or you have very specific use cases where no app exists, like building an app that compares different bicycle chain rings, as ALCH did here. If you want to take a closer look at these examples, I will link them in the description down below. There's just so much stuff you can do here. But one thing you might have noticed, everything comes in this very distinguishable brand of ALCH, this 8-bit pixelated magic world type of look. Now, it looks unique, cool, and development-wise, it takes a lot of headache away if you just have one design system that works. Overall, it's good for brand, but I personally hope there is a way to customize your app design in the future. Another great thing about Alchemist AI is that they just keep delivering. Every other day, they seem to have new updates, new big features shipped, and I've rarely seen this kind of pace in development so far. It makes you think where the journey will lead to, considering that they are still such a young project. They just launched ALCH, which enables you to create apps in Telegram directly. They launched their V2 about a week ago. They have something lined up for mobile soon, and there is just so much more we haven't talked about yet. So go check it out yourself on Alchemist's X page. Now let's look at some data, and for that we're going to use cookie.fun. If you didn't know it until now, you're welcome. It's an AI agent data platform and it's amazing, and I'm gonna talk about them in one of my next videos. For now, let's dive in. Okay, as mentioned, here we are on cookie.fun. This is the website to keep track of AI agents and to see the data of AI agents. Right now, there are 526 agents being tracked. The total market cap is at a cute 11 billion, and I think we're going much higher over the course of the next year. And we can see here on the bottom all the AI agents ranked by mindshare. So how much thought capacity are these agents taking in the realm of Twitter or whatsoever. And AIXBT is still leading the front if we look at the 7-day scale, but we already talked about that. And ALCH is actually sitting quite high with 1.85%. And if we look carefully, the market cap of all of these before ALCH is much higher than Alchemist AI. So 1.85% mindshare, market cap around 70 million. Like, this fluctuates heavily depending on when I'm doing this video or writing the script and whatsoever. So let's keep it at 60 to 80 million. So if you go into ALCH, we can see a lot more data, and we can see here the price has been quite fluctuating over the past week. Holders have been increasing by nearly 6%. Market cap nearly increased by 11% over the past week. Engagement is down. Impressions are down. Let's blame it on Christmas. It's still way higher than agents with similar market cap, 600% on engagement, 300% more impressions than similar agents. Then we can see here the distribution, but we'll talk a bit about that later. I don't really like this visualization. You can't really see developments over time that well. But we can see here the top holders, 49%, which is quite good. It's nearly 21% better, let's say, than other projects with a similar market cap. So we don't have that many big whales inside. Then we can see here the smart followers, and that's very interesting. So followers and smart followers are growing, but smart followers are very low, like 330. That's way lower. You can see here 44% less than agents with a similar market cap. So I have no clue why, but maybe for once we are front running the smart money and not chasing it. That would actually be a good thing. Imagine that. Anyway, that's it with the data. You can check it out for yourself, get an idea, and use cookie.fun for yourself. It's a great tool to stay on top of all the AI agents out there. Let's quickly talk about tokenomics. Their documentation doesn't really tell us that much, but overall it looks very good. 85% of the token supply is in distribution, and the rest goes to marketing, the ecosystem, and the team. By the way, the team only has 3%, and some people are still concerned, but honestly, 3% is nothing in crypto. Still, the team clarified thoroughly how the process of unlocks works and showcased fantastic communication since inception. That said, one noticeable thing about unlocks is that yes, 1 month cliff and 6 month linear vesting are quite a short time frame, which tells me they want to benefit from the upcoming bull market, which I think is fair enough, but leaves still the question, what about the long-term incentives? What happens after the 6 months? And I think everyone should keep that in mind for the future. Now, let's have a look at bubblemaps.io to see if we can spot some worrying clusters of wallets. This potentially tells us that there are any whales or insiders involved that we need to be aware of. But looking at this, I would say it looks pretty good. We have this small cluster over here, but anyway, I still think it's still a very small cluster compared to what I usually see out there. What are some cons about Alchemist AI? First, let's speak about the elephant in the room. The team is anonymous, which is nothing really unusual in crypto. I mean, literally in my last video, we had a similar situation for AIXBT. Here, it's maybe even more extreme because I literally don't know anything about the team.
You look a little stressed.
Oh, I'm stressed.
And as I said in my last video, you have to be comfortable not knowing anything about the team and need to rely on what they bring to the table. And so far, they have just been shipping and delivering, which builds a lot of trust in my opinion. Also, it removes some bias, to be fair. At least for myself, I've noticed this. If I had, for instance, a LinkedIn account or profile or something, probably I would judge the people based on their experience, and if there would be anything negative, that would probably influence my impression of ALCH. Now I can just rely on what I see and saw over the past weeks, and that has not only been impressive, but positive. Lastly, ALCH was listed on Bybit, the fourth largest exchange by market share, and getting listed on such an exchange requires the team to be doxed to some degree at least. So that brings a lot of legitimacy. At least someone knows who the team is. Next point, Alchemist AI is still quite a closed ecosystem. The first time I tried this, I thought, okay, this is amazing, but how do we get this out in the world? Do I always have to be on their website? And they seem to be aware of this as well. Literally the other day, they just gave us the ability to use Alchemist AI in Telegram groups. And we also know that they're working on something related to mobile already. And depending on how this turns out, this could be a huge adoption factor for ALCH. Kind of along those lines, ALCH is still waiting for a breakthrough app. Also, this will boost adoption and visibility, but right now the majority is still just playing around with the tool. But again, it's super early for this project. We're literally just a month in, and I think if the incentivization is there and app creators are rewarded appropriately, it is just a matter of time before this blows up. As of now, you can already publish your app in the marketplace and be paid in ALCH, as you've seen. So the token is used for transactions within the Alchemist ecosystem. I also hope that the team can sustain themselves beyond the token unlocks. I haven't found anything related to revenue, but to be frank, I wouldn't mind if they would take a little platform fee for themselves. At least it would give me a bit of peace of mind in regards to their long-term sustainability of the project.
Shut up and take my money!
Another point for you to keep in mind is the volatility. Yes, crypto in general is volatile, but this hits different sometimes. The ALCH token has seen quite a roller coaster so far, going up to 140 million in market cap, and again all the way down to 30 million in market cap, going back up to 90, now below 60, now again upwards. AIXBT has seen quite similar behavior where price seemed to be held back, and now it's sitting at 500 million market cap. So I think you need to be patient and you need to be ready to go down 50 to 60% before seeing potentially big moves upwards.
I hope you don't get seasick.
Just something you need to be mindful of if you decide to invest in this project. Last thing I think could improve is how they foster a community. Alchemist AI has quite the following on X and people love it. A lot of folks are discussing this project, and as mentioned earlier, it has a good portion of mindshare. But there's no Discord, there's no Telegram group, which I think is a missed opportunity. People want to share their knowledge, how to build apps, how to prompt, showcase their applications, etc. So far there's no space for this, but I'm sure they have something up their sleeve, and maybe that is also what they call wizard guilds in their Q1 roadmap. But before we get to the roadmap, if you've liked this video so far and you've learned a thing or two, please make sure to hit that subscribe button here on YouTube and give this video a like. So thank you so much. Now let's look ahead. In Q1, we have the following things lined up roadmap-wise. Circle to edit UI, where you can draw a circle to edit a specific area of the app. Cloud storage, free and paid. Smart contract capabilities. Persistent storage API for apps. Secured in-app payments. Wizard guilds, not sure what this is, but I hope it's something community related. Then, literally when writing this video, news broke that the ALCH token will be listed on Binance Alpha, which is one of the prior stages before getting a spot listing on Binance. Lastly, Alchemist AI plans to run mainstream marketing campaigns that will bring more user adoption in the near future. Overall, a lot of good stuff, but where could the price of the ALCH token go, you're asking? You know, it's impossible to predict, but given how the AI agent narrative is shaping up right now, we shouldn't be surprised to see it go up to $1 billion. At the very least 10x, so 600 million. Right now, the AI agent narrative hype is forming into something like meme coins or the NFTs of 2020, where every mint felt like going from 0.1 ETH to 2 ETH. So being in this narrative alone ensures huge momentum and visibility, and we shouldn't be surprised to see multiple billion-dollar projects in this space, and Alchemist AI could be a very good bet for you, given it has quite a decent mindshare, a unique product, and it's not just another AI agent, it's a no-code application builder utilizing AI agents under the hood. So you not only have a working but an amazing product with a packed roadmap, although there are still some open questions about the long-term future, new updates every other day, an insane pace of development, shipped by a very capable, anonymous but communicative team, all while sitting at 60 to 80 million in market cap. Personally, I really like this setup and I'm really curious to see where this will end up. But of course, take all of these points into your own research and see how you feel about it. This is just a summary of pros and cons from my side. Have you tried Alchemist AI yourself? Drop your favorite apps in the comments down below. That's it from On-Chain Journal today. Share this video with your friends, please. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.